Okay, so just a guess, how many performances have you ever been in? Like in your entire
How many
life?
performances have I been in?
Dance performances have you ever been in?
Oh,
Performed in?
I
Just a
I have
guess.
to say over 100.
What? That's amazing. Okay.
I've been
Who?
doing Nutcracker since I was 5.
This is true. Um, who usually comes to these performances?
My parents
Uh huh.
and my friends and my family.
Okay. Okay. Um, how does it feel when you've invited someone to support, but they're no show?
It's kind of disappointing because it's like you want the people to see like how hard you're working. And when
Right.
they don't show up, it's kind of like, well, I guess you just really didn't have time for me.
Do you think it's a have time for me, or does it reflect on dance? You think it's a personal thing? Like, do you really think it's about Stephanie, or do you think it's about dance in general, or what?
No, I think it's about dance in general,
Uh huh.
because like we all work as equally hard for the like to do the
Right.
performance.
Right. Okay. Is there a difference in how you feel or how you dance, either or, how you feel or how you dance when you sell out a crowd versus when a crowd is scarce or
When you sell
spotty?
out a crowd, you kind of have like more anxiety. You kind of have more nerves, but you kind of, like your energy is kind of fueled on that anxiety. But when
Fueled.
there's not
Okay.
that many people, you feel like it's kind of dry.
Mhm.
They don't got no energy to feed off of.
Okay, not right. Okay, I see what you're saying. And these are very closely correlated questions, so excuse me if you feel like I'm being repetitive, but I'm just trying to draw out more answers. Okay. And how do
I
you
understand.
feel? And how did you feel when no one comes to a show, or it's very, very, very low attendance, like less than usual. Um, and this is a show that you've been working on for a while, working very hard on, others have. You've been advertising for it for a good amount of time. Do you feel like your work is somewhat devalued? Is it discouraging? What would you have to say about that?
Yeah, I feel like it kind of becomes underappreciated because like people, like a lot of people go out to like like sporting events and stuff, but when it comes to the arts, not a lot of people support it.
Definitely. Okay. I wrote about that too. Like, cause all of my interviews for non-dancers are like, when's the last time you've been to a movie in the theaters? When is the last time you've sat through an entire movie on Netflix or on the internet or a DVD you have at home? When is the last time you went to a sporting event? How long did you stay? All game, had till halftime. You went to 4 hours of tailgating. Oh wow, professional and collegiate. So you're making connections that I made. Yay. Okay, and this is my last question. Um
Okay.
would you, and I'm going to preface this question with, don't feel like you have to necessarily defend the arts and artistry, or artistry versus entertainment. Don't feel like you have to defend that, but also don't feel like you have to um defend, I guess, I don't know, dance and attendance today. So I don't know. That's what I'm just trying to say before I ask you this question. Okay. Would you be open to changing or tapering for certain audiences for better turnout for performances? So this could include, you and Jess and the cast of Legends doing It Don't Mean a Thing. In the cafeteria, that would be changing because you haven't done that before. You usually don't do that, so that would be changing to for an audience to for them to come to a show. Would you be interested in changing that way? Would you be interested in maybe even doing, I'm thinking, another show aside from Legends that might incorporate black communal dances such as the Nene, or the Soldier Boy, or something like that, that includes concert dance that you do, similar to Legends, and these Black communal dances so that people can see the juxtaposition between the two, and that might inspire them to want to go see more dance, more concert dance, as well as, okay, cool, I'm making those connections between the dances I see all day, every day on Instagram, and I see them in this performance. Oh, but now I see it next to this concert dance. Oh, and I actually like concert dance. Would you be, I guess, open to doing anything like that? How do you feel about changing?
That was a long question, Kimani, but
sorry,
I would definitely.
These are a lot of leading questions. I'm trying to get you to say things that I want you to say, but I don't really care because
I would definitely be open to change, just because, like, just to like broaden people's horizons, because a lot of people don't understand it. But I know as far as legends, people really enjoy that part of the show because like they understood the music, like they could relate to the music. But when it's like classical ballet, people find it like kind of boring unless you really understand like the aspect of ballet, you know.
So what you're saying is that because you had some movements from pop culture, I guess you could say, like Michael Jackson, and what were the other ones? Well, mostly Michael Jackson.
Yeah, mostly Michael Jackson. And people like they heard of the songs before, like they knew who the artist was, like.
So that would be an example, actually, I feel like, of the dance department tapering or changing, artistically, yes, and tapering to
meet the needs of the audience.
To meet the needs of the audience, not necessarily to bring the audience out more and have 100 million people there, but just so that you can share dance with that audience, or these concert aesthetics with that audience, but in a form that relates to them. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Alrighty, good. That's another paragraph or two. Yes.
Another paragraph.
Yes. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yes, I do.
Well, I won't give you any more until tomorrow, but it will be finished hopefully tonight. I pray.
You'll be done. I'm glad I can help, though.
Just a question. How